Hello everyone, welcome to the Open Chinese course, the first lesson for all beginners. In this lesson, we'll get to know how to start a journey to master Chinese, speaking, reading, listening, and writing respectively, and be ready for our further attempt to take HSK level exams. First, I will prove to you that learning Chinese is easy. It isn't as hard as many of your friends or colleagues told you, for that I will show you how you can start your study by getting to know only 8 simple signs. Second, I will assure you that we are not going to start with ni hao. Starting with ni hao is not only boring but also useless. A Chinese scholar needs to know about 30,000 characters to conduct her research. Surprisingly, an everyday educated Chinese young and out may only know 2,000 of them, and 1,000 high-frequency characters will enable you to comprehend basic literacy. A CSL, Chinese second language student, is capable of starting his or her own endeavor into reading and speaking daily Chinese with only 200 characters. How exciting! 200 signs or characters could allow you to function well in Chinese. But what I would tell you today is that we'll start our path to the 200 from only 8 signs. Some would call it radicals, from which most words, phrases, and combinations derive. Let's get started. Open your mouth. Ah. What do you see? A hole. Let's jot it down. Kou. Read after me. Kou. Great. Now you get the first sign, and it's a real character, meaning the mouth, or hole, a place where things go in and out. A walking person with 2 legs. 人. A person. Read after me. 人. Cool. Now you get the character meaning a person. Imagine the shape of it with the way you would have felt most comfortable, as long as its 2-stroke signs looks very much like a person. 人. Okay, let's move on. Here comes to 火, fire. See this person with 2 arms waving, or if you could imagine what a flame looks like. 火. 日. The sun is originally a pictographic character, coming from the shape of the sun. 月. Moon. It is also pictographic, comes from the shape of a moon, and of course not a full moon. 山. Mountain. Pictographic again, from the shape of the mountain. 门. A gate or a door, another common pictographic character depicting the shape of a door. 木. Wood. See the shape of a tree. Yes, a simple depiction of a tree. Now let's recap. 口, 人, 火, 日, 月, 山, 门, 木. Okay, now you're ready for 22 new characters and words, or should I say you already knew them. 囚, a person trapped in the mouth, a square cell. That's a prisoner. 囚, a prisoner. 大, big, a person with 2 arms stretching wide, trying to be as big as possible. 问, a mouth in a door, asking, is anybody home? 问, asking questions. 问, a verb, to ask. 呆, a mouth on top of a tree or a piece of wood. That's pretty stupid and very vivid. A speaking tree looks pretty stupid, huh? 呆, stupid. 品, 3 mouths put together. What are they doing? When 3 people gather together to eat or talk about something, they tend to judge, to appreciate, to talk about the dish or whatever thing. 品, meaning to appreciate or give opinions. You could ping a dish, a cup of tea or coffee. You could also ping a person, his or her characters. 从, remember 人 is a person. So when one person is following the other, that means to follow or to listen to. 众, when 3 people come together, that is a group. 众, a crowd or a group of people. 闪, when a person in a door, imagining a person living in a place, he or she escaping from the door. 闪, meaning to evade or escape. 出, that's 2 mountains. 2 shan stacked together. 出, meaning out or go out, living in a place. Yes, when you climb one mountain and another, what do you look for? To get out of it, to find a way out. In ancient times, people could hardly live in mountains, especially for those agricultural groups, so most people wanted to leave the mountainous area. 出, meaning to go out or simply out. 先, Here we need to know a transformation of the sign 人. When 人 is put aside of a character, here very much like a prefix in English or other Latin languages, its shape changes to 人. Now we see a person and a mountain. A person in the mountain. In movies and cartoons about China, those old men living in mountains are mostly kung fu masters or some kind of otherworldly being. Yes, 仙 means godlike person or a person with superpowers. 修, a person in a tree. Imagining a person under the tree, this person is taking a rest, meaning to take a break or stop doing things. 炎, fire on top of fire. 炎, flame. And of course, like English, from the word flame we get inflammation. In Chinese, it's almost the same logic. 炎 derives the meaning inflammation. 火山. This is a combination, a word, 火山. 火 is fire and 山 is mountain. So 火山, volcano. Yes, simply means volcano, where fire comes out of a mountain. 淡, when sun comes out of an horizon, that is sunrise. 淡, meaning sunrise, morning, or start to come into being. 明, it is composed with the sun and the moon. For the Asians, both sun and the moon suggest light. So 明 means brightness. Also, after one sun and a moon circle, that is a day. So 明 also means tomorrow. 金, 3 suns. That's pretty bright. Yes, 金 means sparkling and bling, bling, bling. 林, 2 trees. That's a small group of trees. So 林 means small forest. 森, 3 trees. That is big forest. Yes, so 森 simply means big forest. 栓, a hyphen and a door. That's a door lock. A piece of wood that locks your door. 栓 means door lock. 回, a mouth within a mouth. That's to suggest when you say something and another respond to you, two mouths converse back and forth. So 回 means to respond or to return to. 人口, a person and a mouth. That's counting the number of people. It means population. 木门, wood and door. Very simple. A wood door, a door made of wood. 木门. Of course, there are way more combination derivatives from these 8 simple radicals or signs, but we will stop here to prove one thing to you. That is, learning Chinese is way simpler than you think, and way easier than many of the standard course book would present to you. For example, 女, as many may know it, is a woman, or means female. 卵, 2 women. That is going to be an argument. It's pretty prejudiced, but easy to remember. 卵, argument, or to argue. 好, a woman and a man. In some cases, women, 女, also means a daughter, and 子 also suggests a son. So a daughter and a son, that's good. Yes. 好 means good, well, or nice. So in Asian word maker's mind, to have a son and a daughter together means super good. And therefore this character was made. Okay, I'm an English as second language learner and spent only 1 year to really learn how to speak and use English as my working language. My experience was simple. Get to know how English evolves its vocabulary and use mnemonics to memorize them, and accumulate as many vocab as I can in a short period of time. After all that, I read and listen, absorb as many new phrases and words as I can. After all these, I went to communicate with English speakers. So my suggestion for you to learn Chinese was the same. Do not start your study with teachers who would only speak Chinese. I will assure you that once you get started to learn Chinese by learning vocab first and get to know the working mechanism behind the seemingly unfathomable appearance, you will find it super easy. So stop learning Chinese from how to say 你好, as if after 你好you could finish your conversation. Please learn Chinese as a subject, where experience of second language acquisition can function. That is to accumulate vocabulary, to read and to listen. After you have enough vocab and experience, you would be able to learn Chinese from talking to a Chinese speaker or taking a class from a Chinese teacher who would only speak Chinese. Okay, here's a recap for today's class. First, do not start your Chinese learning with 你好. because first of all, everybody knows it, and your conversation would end with 你好 as well. Second, start to learn Chinese with simply 8 radicals we have learned today, and build your vocabulary as the course moves on. Third, treat CSL as a subject. Focus on second language acquisition, that is vocab, reading, listening, vocab, and at last, learn from the natives. Fourth, do not learn Chinese from a course teacher who would only speak Chinese, for he or she may not know what second language acquisition feels like. The last one, please subscribe and follow our course. We will guarantee you an easy path to master Chinese. Thank you.